Hello guys, welcome to this video where I'm gonna take you through a week in my life studying abroad at CSM during finals week. Well, technically it's not finals yet, but it is getting very close. I have about 2 or 3 more weeks left of my semester and it's stressful times. Today is Monday. I'm supposed to have another class in the evening, but it actually got canceled and got pushed to Friday instead. So it actually freed up a lot of time for me. And it's currently 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I finished my classes that I had online earlier in the afternoon, and then now my plan is to go get some swatches from a fabric store to continue developing my collection for one of my classes, and then I think I'm gonna go to school and work because I really need to get stuff done. But I'm gonna get ready and then head out. Yeah.
I don't wanna call you later. You're tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger. We used to work, now I'm trying to make sure that we're both on the same page. I don't want it to complicate. I know you're riding away. Is there room for us both on the same wave? Nothing breaks so clearly when there's love on the line. My best friend told me someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I when you were barely even mine? Oh, why would I should have known from the start that you were a waste of an open bar tab, wiping my feet on the doormat. But there's so much of you that I just can't leave. Yeah, nothing breaks so clearly when there's love on the line. My best friend told me someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I when you were barely even mine? Oh, why?
Guys, I'm talking to you literally in the toilet in the CSM library, but it is 11 p.m. We're close to 11:30, and I'm so insanely exhausted. I am going to go home really soon, but I told myself I was going to go home an hour ago, but now I'm still here. But anyways, I have a 9 a.m. tomorrow and I still have work to do, so I'm gonna go home and then wrap that up. But yeah, I am feeling a lot better about my collection, but I still have a development I need to do. But I was in a good flow state today at school, so I was really locked in and trying to figure out what I needed to do. But it is so late and I'm exhausted and I'm going to go home. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello guys. Oh my god. It is Wednesday morning and I know yesterday I said I'm supposed to have a 9 a.m. today, but I ended up not going because we're just doing like meetings about our final essay, and I already feel quite confident about what I'm doing, so I didn't really feel the need to go. Also, I'm so exhausted from staying up late. Like, after I left school yesterday, I came back and then I continued doing work, and I didn't sleep until almost 2 a.m. I woke up at 6 to go to my 9 a.m. and then I was like not feeling it. So oh my god. So I slept an extra hour because I do have 2 more classes later. One of them is just a meeting with my tutor online. So I will just do that from home. And I have my studio at 2, which was what I was doing all the work for. And I do still have to continue doing some stuff for this class, so I will show you what I'm working on currently. My voice sounds insane right now. I don't know why. So yesterday I was working on refining my designs, and I was like taking motifs that I liked from my previous designs and kind of like collaging them, or just playing around with the silhouette. And then now I had, oh my god, everything is falling. But now I like printed out all the designs of like all the iterations and whatnot of stuff that I like. And what I'm basically gonna do is like mix and match stuff and try to figure out my final lineup and see kind of what I like. Yeah. And then I need to edit it down to 6 looks. And I do have quite a lot, which is good because it's a lot easier to just edit down this way. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on that for a while. I do have some time before I have class, which is good because I need the time to do it. But yeah, that is what I will be working on currently. I'm so tired. Genuinely, this class is actually kicking me in the butt. Like, I cannot. But I'm just on my floor because I cannot be bothered to go to my desk right now. Guys, I just got an email saying that my class, my studio later, got canceled. Oh my god. I'm genuinely like, okay, as much as I love getting my class canceled because I'm so tired and I need the rest, but this was the last class before our crit and we were supposed to do one-on-ones with our tutor, so I actually really needed this session. I'm just praying to God that they reschedule the class at some point, because that's kind of insane. I need to like actually talk to my tutor about stuff. I can't believe that they canceled. I'm actually like more upset than I am like happy about this, because I was really planning to go to, like, I really needed to go to class today. But yeah, I guess I will just work on it by myself, which I was doing anyways, but now I can't get feedback from my tutor, which is so annoying. But yeah, so now I am in no rush to go anywhere today then. Oh my god, I'm so upset. This is the aftermath of any time I do work. Oh my god. But I basically like collage the stuff I had to kind of come up with new designs, and yeah, so now I'm just gonna work on, I think, just editing down and figuring out which final 6 I want to do. But yeah. Okay, I just got out of my meeting with my tutor. It actually ran over time because we were talking for a while, but this would have been the time I would have gone to school for my class for studio, but that class got canceled, so now I'm thinking I might just stay at home and work, because it is so cold in London right now. It's like -3 degrees Celsius or something like that. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue developing my collection for that class, and then I have to do another collection for another class that I haven't really been doing yet, so I'll probably work on that as well. But I think today is just gonna be a chill day. I'm gonna stay at home and lock in and use the time that I was given to do it. Yeah, but I will talk to you guys later. I got dinner. I got 양고hu for dinner. It's like these, like vegetables, mini hot pot. And I'm watching What If. Yeah, I'm super hungry. I've just been working all day, and yeah, it's time to take a little break. I finalized my 6 look lineup, and now I'm just like working on developing some products on if I want to include into the lineup or not, and then I'm gonna figure out this fabric swatches, and then yeah, I think that's enough for that class for today, and then depending on what time I finish, I might move on to something else. But yeah, it's so cold in London today, so having soup is so nice. I know people say I always eat hot pot, but genuinely I think I could eat hot pot like every day. Okay, so I have all my fabrics laid out, and I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to use for each look. I kind of have them laid out in terms of color and texture for right now, but I'm gonna work on trying to figure out like the layering of the fabrics and then which textiles I want to use for each garment. But yeah, also like look at how like beautiful this color palette is, or like this. Like, this is not literally gorgeous. Like, I love this fabric so much. But anyways.
鏡の前ピタッと並ばされてこれがって勝手に決められて柔らかい声出せるけれど返事は求められて変の宿りを結んで可愛く
It's so cold, and this is what we're doing outside. This is crazy.
けど名前も知らんあんたのために笑ってるふり上手みんなだわ古谷公園で
I'm back home, obviously. I just got out of the shower, but I didn't vlog much today because I didn't do much today. After class, I only had one class today, which was jewelry. I actually had originally wanted to go to school and do work before my class, but I ended up waking up quite late, and I just did work at home instead because I didn't really feel like I needed to go to school to do work. And also it was so cold today. Like, I know I said the same thing yesterday, but today was actually insanely cold, so I didn't feel like going out. But today for jewelry, our final piece was due, and let me show you guys what my piece was. So the brief for this assignment was to make not like a neck piece, but basically something that can be worn around the neck that has to do with protest. So I made this veil like this, and it is a chain that goes around the neck, and instead of like a veil going from the front to back, mine goes from the back to the front, so it rests on the neck and it falls forward this way. My whole idea for this piece was internal protest, so I created this chain using organic shapes and loops, and so like there are some parts of the chain that aren't enclosed at all, like this one. And today in class we had to take photos for it, and for my photos I took them outside, and like I said, it was so insanely cold and so windy too. So this is the photo that we took. I stood in front of like a reflective like wall, I guess, and then we wanted to capture that image, and I think this one is actually my favorite. Wait, let me increase the brightness so you guys can see better. But I wanted to capture like lights flashing in the back, kind of like the neurons or like the brain is firing messages, but you know, you can still see the raw edges of the chiffon, which I really like. I just need to like do some Photoshop editing of the background, but yeah, that's pretty much all I did today. Very chill day because I was really tired today for some reason. I think all the sleep deprivation is really catching up. But tomorrow is Friday, and the class I was supposed to have on Monday that got canceled, it got moved to tomorrow. So tomorrow my plan is to go to school and print my zine and then work until my class. But yeah, also like my window still looks insane right now because these are like all my experiments and projects for my biomaterials class, which is what I have tomorrow. Anyways, I think for the rest of the night I'm gonna look at some portfolio layouts that I want to do for my final presentation for my advanced fashion design course, and then yeah, call it a night because it's already 12 something and tomorrow I have to go to school because I have an appointment for my zine. But yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow when I am at school, and I will let you guys see my zine and what I'm working on. end of the night. So I thought I would show you guys my scene to wrap up this video. It's not 100% done yet, but it's pretty close. So this is the cover, and then it's 2 layers of this. Let me open up. And this is what I was working on like basically all day. This thread detail or whatever. It actually took me longer than I expected it to, but I just glued it on with PVA glue. Yeah, and then this is gonna be a fabric spread, which I'm gonna do tomorrow. And then this transparency page, which I really like, and then this is gonna be I'm gonna burn some holes on this page, and then this is gonna be something else. Text, my perfume spread, and then the final page, and then the cover. Yeah. But anyways, that's kind of what I did all day, and I will be finishing that up tomorrow. I also wanted to show you guys the textiles that I did in class today. In my biomaterials class today, we were experimenting with natural dye, which was really fun. So I have like a bunch of samples that I did using different types of dye, and using different dye methods. So this is wool on buckthorn bark, I think, but it has this really nice like burnt orange color. And then these were actually from avocado, this pink color, which is kind of insane, don't you think? Like avocado makes this color. But I braided these 3 strips together and I threw it in the dye, so you can kind of see some areas that aren't fully dyed. There's like kind of like a tie-dye effect there. And then this is fleece that was in sulfurous cosmos, which is like a type of flower, like a little cream color. And this one actually dyed much better than I thought it would, just because like it's so textured. I thought it wouldn't dye nicely, but it honestly, it's really nice. And then this one was from pomegranate peels, and then what I did for this, I like tied it in a bow, kind of like that, and then you can see it didn't dye all the way through in terms of the color. So there's this, which I also thought was cool, but I wanted the color to be more pigmented. But yeah, also it's crazy that this color is what pomegranate rinds make. And then this was weld, I believe, which before it was like almost like a fluorescent like neon yellow. It still is quite bright, but yeah, it's just linen that was dyed. And this one was super pretty. It's hard to see, but I did shibori on it, so I know it's really hard to see with this lighting, but there are like parts of it that didn't dye through because of the stitching that I did and the knotting, and this was dyed in poppy seed. So yeah, that's what I did in my class today, which is kind of insane that I was in class on a Friday evening, but that's not my usual course of plan or routine. It was just because class was canceled, or it was postponed from earlier this week. But yeah, this was honestly one of my favorite classes for this course, but adding it to my windowsill collection. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I have about 2 more weeks to go for this term, which is crazy because I feel like everything is going so fast, but I will keep you guys updated in terms of how the next couple of weeks go, and I will continue vlogging my progress and my time at CSM until then. But yeah, I will catch you guys soon. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!